The universe provides. I used to work as an accounts executive in a multinational training solutions company with a branch here in our country. That being my first job, I started out brimming with enthusiasm and hit my sales goals easily. However, after my first year in the company, I started to get burned out. There came a point when I started telling myself that my job was menial and beneath me, that I was working a thankless job. This was when my performance started to become erratic and I eventually found myself at the bottom of the heap. I was unproductive and my company threatened to dismiss me if I did not improve. My immediate superior, who promoted me once during the time when I was hitting all my goals easily, did what she could to keep me in my post. She also tried to encourage me, but her words had little effect. One day, one of my friends in a company borrowed a DVD of The Secret from his colleague in his department. He had seen the video and said it might do me wonders if I watched it. I have read stuff about the law of attraction before, but I never really applied it in my life. But after watching The Secret, I knew I had the answer to my problems. One of the biggest things I learned from watching the movie was how important it was to be grateful. I worked in sales and so the pay was very good. My job was not really stressful and the company really took care of its employees. I realized that I was being ungrateful and that was the source of my discontent and happiness. I decided to turn that around. In February of 2008, with very few prospects in my pipeline, I reported to my boss that I was going to hit my mark that month. I got so enthusiastic that even my teammates felt my positivity and it was contagious. Little by little I started to add more and more prospects to my pipeline until I managed to accumulate enough to make my hitting my goal possible. I said my thank yous every day for my fulfilling job, supportive workmates and good company. I also said thanks for my good sales productivity, feeling and acting as though I had already hit my goals. On the last day of the month, I knew I was going to make it. I called my clients in my pipeline, but to my disappointment most of them backed out or else decided to delay their purchase. I received enough turndowns to realize that if I closed the remaining prospects in my pipeline, I would still not reach my quota. But I believed with all my heart that I was going to make it. I felt my gratitude for the abundance of the universe washing through and over me despite everything. 2 hours before the cutoff period, I received a call from a client whom I had not spoken with in at least 6 months. The last time we spoke she told me she would not be needing any training materials for another year. But there she was on the phone, ordering a training package worth $3,000 on the spot. The purchase carried through and filled the gap in my pipeline caused by clients who backed out. That month, I made it to my sales goal after 5 months of very low productivity. I knew it happened because I believed and knew that the universe will provide. I am always grateful.